couldn't sit down on the throne because he was a Muslim and according to the tradition. No, according to the tradition. According to the tradition of Ethiopia. Them not going to allow no Muslim to sit down on the throne.
It's only a Christian
king. Wait, hold on. You see, in England.
It's only a Christian king could have sit down on the throne.
Yes. Okay. And listen to me, I say now. Listen to me. Okay. Yeah, but you hear me, I say now. You see, in England, is Queen Elizabeth allow the church, the Anglican church, and the Roman Catholic church to stop feud, you know. Because them never married. Anglicans, if you're an Anglican, you couldn't marry them.
No, I'm living by whatever me other trade them want to do. Me soldier special ops. When special operations come up, them link me and say X, Y, Z, I'm going to support.
So like when them ready for send you go to Cuba now, you have to go.
No. Well, I'm not say it, girl. I'm not say it, you know.
Yeah, you say good night. We're still in a Black History Month. This program and tomorrow program going to be the finishing of Black History Month 2026. And we always keep a commitment to that. Black History Month, indelible. We have a hectic weekend here. Yes, in our Westmoreland. 2 things in our Westmoreland. Why you up all the people them who will meet in our Westmoreland for the first. Man, I say, boy, muta, the first me see, the first me see. Why you look a virgin here, we have to go really talk about him because it really was something else when I meet it. Why you look smoothie? It didn't forget you. 40 years I'm not forget you, I'm not going to forget you now. But why you love Smoothie? Him say lady call him Smoothie, but she give me about 5 more than name. But she say name, so I don't know where I from. So I want to big up Smoothie. Look at the Ganja Fest there. Orange Hill. I tell you, that is the Ganja capital of the world. As a reminder, say this is Black History Month. And we celebrate Black History Month right through, but we use the month as a marker because one man, Carter Woodson, they started as a week and then it go to a month. So it's very important that we understand, even for a little while, not only the trials and tribulation where black people go through, but also the contribution to societies in all fields, science and technology, spirituality, and otherwise. We have to understand that, and we have to know that. Very important, very important. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. Because we feel, say, we still don't know enough about ourselves. Yes, we have a forget, we'll call it now, a genetic forgetfulness in a way, where black all the things them that our ancestors stood for and fought for, we forget. And now we have to revive that because we see the situation where we're in and now. Yes, it's not like we're not in that situation again. The situation get even more grimmer now. That is why we have to stand up even more profoundly in our blackness, our Africanness. And speaking of Africanness now, we have a brethren here who has been fighting the struggle for a long time. Maybe a lot of you don't know him. Yeah, a lot of you might not know him, but if you follow what is taking place in the world of blackness and revolution as it relates to education and otherwise, this brethren stand out in many ways. as we are saying, go on to say hail up to Kete Asante. Greetings.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. I'm so happy to be.
I tried to remember which part I remember you from. I tried to remember where we meet.
Yes, long time. But I'm so happy to be in a long time. I said to myself, I am coming to meet one who is always victorious, and I am Molefe. The one who keeps the tradition. And so I'm delighted to be in Jamaica.
Centric paradigm.
Yeah, I'm thank you, Asante. Asante Sana. I am here actually because I'm speaking tomorrow at the University of West Indies at Mona at 6 o'clock at the library, at the multi-purpose room. And I'm looking for people in Jamaica to come out and let's talk Africa and African culture and African history and Black history, and let's talk about our tradition. And I'm looking forward to a good, beautiful audience here in one of my second homes in Jamaica.
All right. What the team going to be? Is there a special team they're going to?
Yeah, the special theme is that it is time for us as people of African descent, Black people. It's time for us to accept our own history and our own culture, and to know that there's nothing better for us than our own historical experiences. And we need
Rasta has been the vanguard of what you just said.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. It's what we've been saying, what we have to say, and we have to say one unity, only unity. And we have to have a sense that that the only traditions that matter to us, that really will make us better people, even make us better neighbors, make us better husbands and wives and sons and daughters, is for us to know our own history and our own culture. We are people who have been taken off of our own terms, and we're often following other people's terms, not our own terms. And I see it all over the world. Wherever I go in the African world, I see it. Whether it's on the continent or in the Caribbean or in the United States or in Mexico or in Colombia, we are taken off of our terms, and we need to get back on our own terms. And we need to start with the classical civilizations of Africa. And we need to look for our own religion. And our religion cannot be the religion of our oppressors.
All right, given that Africa is so diverse.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
No,
Tomorrow,
listen.
6 o'clock. Oh.
Yeah, I am saying that given that Africa is so diverse, when you say African religion, what we're talking about?
I'm talking about the classical one. I'm talking about we need to start at the very beginning. You have to always start at the origin. You can't start in the middle. You can't start at the end. You have to start at the beginning. The first people to name God were African people. The first people on the earth to name God, to call the name of God, were in Africa. And the first religion that we have that's written about is the religion of the Nile Valley civilization. That's the first one we have. There's no other religion before that. And nobody can claim it, whether in China or in Europe or, Greece or Rome or anywhere else. You can't claim before Nubia and Egypt. There's nothing that you can claim. You can't claim it in Arabia You can't claim it in India. You can only claim it in Africa. And the Nile Valley civilization tell us everything. It gives us the Almighty God. It gives us the whole idea of the God the Father, the God the Mother, and God the Child. That's Africa. That's fundamental. Gives us even the concepts that we talk about, like a resurrection. The first God of the resurrection is Osa, and that's the African deity. You know, we talk about the Son of God. The first Son of God, Ra, is African. That's the beginning. The first mother is Africa. That's the beginning. So that's what I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about Black history. I'm going to talk about Carter G. Woodson. It's 100 years since Carter G. Woodson created the whole emphasis on Black history. And we have gone away from it. And one of our problems with our children and our young people is that they don't know who they are. And they have no identity that is functional for them. And we have to reinterpret for them their own history and their own culture based on that identity and on those traditions. And that's what we're going to be talking about.
You feel that coming from America and looking at the state that America is... Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, coming from America and giving the state that America is in now as it relates to African people, Black people here. You think Black people in America is moving in the direction of consciousness, or they are just stagnant because of the condition?
They're stagnant. They're stagnant everywhere. That's what I'm saying. They're stagnant in the U.S. They're stagnant on the continent of Africa, and they're stagnant in the Caribbean. We're stagnant everywhere. And the reason we are stagnant is because we have lost our way, and we have lost a sense of direction that's based on our history. I've been saying this for 50 years. It's time now for us to at least have some understanding that we have to go back to the beginning and start at the origin and start talking about who we are, who we can be in a sense of an African future. Because Afrofuturism, people are talking about Afrofuturism, but you can't have futurism unless you understand the past. And we don't understand the past. That's our problem. So I really appreciate the work you've been doing and the work you do, and I appreciate being on your program, and I certainly hope that some members of your audience will come out to UE tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the library at the Mona campus in the multi-purpose room, and let's have this conversation.
Is this the first time you've come to Jamaica to speak?
I'm sorry, my brother.
No, I'm saying that is this the first time you're going to speak in Jamaica?
No, I was in Jamaica. I was at Amy Jacques' house in the 70s. I was here
Mona Road.
in UE. I was also here in UE in the 80s. I was and I've been in Jamaica many times. I've been in Jamaica maybe 6 or 7 times.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, my wife's family is from Jamaica. Just the way, actually, from Jamaica to Costa Rica, and then to the U.S. Yeah.
All right. If you would select to the audience right now, if you would select a book, which book would you select to start out? The listeners.
My book, I've written 105 books. The best book for people
Hold on. You have written 105 books.
I'm the most published black scholar in the U.S.
I only know about 2 of them. I used to sell them. In my store there.
Yes.
No, I'm saying that I don't even know 10 of them. I used to sell some of them in my store. I used to have a bookstore.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I used to sell them.
You probably used to sell Afrocentricity. That was one of my early books. But the book now that I recommend to people is The History of Africa. It's the first time a black person has written a book called The History of Africa, which is about the whole continent of Africa. There's the first book written by a black person, The Whole History of Africa.
Okay.
Nobody had done it before.
And where it start from?
White people. There were some white people who wrote The History of Africa, but no black person before I wrote it. And I wrote it, and actually it is in the fourth edition. The fourth edition, The History of Africa, by Molefi Asante. That is that's a major work that people are using in Africa, using in the U.S., it's everywhere.
It's an audio book? It's audio book? Have you got it on audio? Yeah.
It's an audio book? No, I don't think they have it in audio yet.
Because that's where everybody's going now.
I know everybody's going to audio, and I will tell the publishers that. But that's the thing that we need to do. But I just want to appreciate you very much for having me and to have me to say these few words. And I really appreciate the University of the West Indies for having me here, and certainly Professor Michael Barnett for what he's done, and the VC, all those people to get me here. And I look forward to seeing my brothers and sisters and any young people as well tomorrow.
All right, look here. Tomorrow.
Right. Thanks.
Wait, hold on. You have one day, you're not going to speak nowhere else. Hello?
Am I speaking anywhere else? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just just tomorrow alone.
Yeah, just tomorrow alone.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's tomorrow. University of the West Indies. It's at 6 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
6 o'clock.
Yes, sir,
okay.
brother.
All right. Give thanks,
Thank you,
Bridget.
brother.
Give thanks. Yes.
Give thanks, Brother Muta. Thank you so much. All right.
Yes.
Bye.
One place in my day, all right. Ketes Asante. Yeah, the man say $100 book him have. Well published, $100 books. Trust me. A whole heap of book that we have. Anyway, we could continue. The journey.
Today is Easter Sunday, and whilst the Christians of the world are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, Christians and non-Christians alike will no doubt sing on chocolate eggs. The rebirth of Jesus and the consumption of chocolate eggs are certainly not linked with regard to their origins, and historians and biblical scholars alike will universally admit that before ever coming a Christian holiday, Easter is undoubtedly a pagan festival. This can be seen by the fact that the date of the Easter weekend changes every year, and it is due to Easter always being the first Sunday following the full moon after the spring equinox. Unlike the word Christmas, the word Easter also has pagan roots, and history books can trace it back to the Saxons, where Eostre was the spring goddess. It wasn't until the 8th century when the Anglo-Saxons took the name from the goddess and married her up with the resurrection of Jesus to give a new name to a Christian holiday. But of course, Easter as a celebration goes back much further than the Saxons, and some say it even goes as far back as the Sumerians, and the legend of Dumuzi or Tammuz to the Babylonians, and Ishtar or Inanna. The legend known as the Descent of Inanna was found inscribed on a 4,100-year-old clay tablet. As Tammuz dies, Ishtar follows him into the underworld, where she gets judged, killed, and is hung on display. Meanwhile, the earth goes into decline, with crops failing and animals stop reproducing. After being missing for 3 days, the god Enki sends 2 creatures into the underworld, carrying the plant and water of life, and the 2 gods are resurrected. They return to Earth as the light of the sun for 6 months, and 6 months later they go back into the underworld again and stay for a further 6 months. Hence we see the cycle of death in the autumn and life in spring, all of which of course are connected to sun worship. As you can see, like the story of Noah's flood, the Christian story of Jesus has borrowed a lot from the Sumerian legends. Whether Jesus was a real person or not is open to debate and is not for this video, but there is no doubt that the story of Jesus was embellished with far more ancient mythology to keep the ancient knowledge alive and to encode the wisdom into the New Testament for future generations. The Bible is certainly a carefully crafted work of art. As AncientOrigins.net reports, in their great new article on Easter, linked below in the description, in the 4th century when Christians identified the exact location of the empty tomb of Jesus in Jerusalem, they selected a spot where a temple of Aphrodite, another god based on Ishtar or Inanna, once stood. Like with most churches and cathedrals around the world, the former pagan temple was torn down, and in this case the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built in its place. But of course, as many of you know, there are many more stories of death and resurrection in the ancient world, such as the story of Horus in ancient Egypt, Mithras, Dionysus, etc. All such legends have common elements and are all associated with sun worship, and many were incorporated into the New Testament, which really isn't unsurprising when you look at the formation of the Holy Roman Empire and the adoption of Christianity by the Emperor. In ancient times, the Cybele cult flourished on today's Vatican Hill. Cybele's lover, Attis, was born of a virgin, died and was reborn annually. The spring festival began as a day of blood on Black Friday, rising to a crescendo after 3 days in rejoice over the resurrection. In the early days of Christianity, there were violent conflicts between this cult and early Christians over whose God was true, when the fact is that both stories are actually the same. In the New Testament, the death and resurrection of Jesus is another symbolic story about the rebirth of the sun, and surely wasn't a literal event. But not all historians agree that Ishtar is the origins of Easter, because there is another spring goddess, known by the names of Oster, Ostara, Austra, and Istra. This goddess was celebrated on the spring equinox of March 21st as the bringer of light after winter. But in actual fact, it is very likely that all of these gods originate from Ishtar. The goddess was often depicted as a hare, and therefore the modern-day Easter bunny was symbolic for the arrival of spring, as well as the fertility of the season. As well as being a goddess, Ostra is apparently an ancient word that means spring, and it's been adopted and adapted by many European languages, and used ever since. Therefore, what this shows is that the true origins of Easter include a number of different customs and traditions from a number of different civilizations from different periods of time. It is a composite and truly pagan festival centered on the rebirth of the sun after the cold winter has passed. This is a timeless festival and has always been of high importance to most civilizations because it means that humans can once again cultivate crops as the earth warms up. So, why are we all eating chocolate eggs this weekend, and feeling sick and falling asleep on the sofa in front of an old James Bond movie? Okay, that was my own Easter tradition growing up, but as you may have guessed, in ancient spring worship customs, the egg was associated with rebirth, renewal and fertility. But why does a hare or Easter bunny give out eggs? Well, in Germanic mythology, the goddess Ostara healed a wounded bird before turning it into a hare. The hare, still partially a bird, showed its gratitude by laying eggs as gifts. But even this Germanic pagan tradition goes back much further into antiquity, as even in ancient Egypt the egg was found to symbolise the sun. Going back to the Babylonian Ishtar, the goddess who is one and the same as the Sumerian goddess Inanna, and who all later spring goddesses were likely modelled on, she was the goddess of fertility, and her symbols were the rabbit or hare, and also the egg. So, when you're eating your Easter eggs this weekend, remember that the origins of this tradition go back many thousands of years. Maybe not chocolate eggs, but eggs nonetheless. As stated in AncientOrigin.net's fantastic article, the first reference of the Easter Bunny comes from a German text from 1572, which says, "Do not worry if the Easter Bunny escapes you. Should we miss his eggs, we will cook the nest." The egg-giving tradition, some of the finer details of the goddess myths, as well as the actual day when Easter Sunday is celebrated, were all incorporated into the Christian tradition and associated with Jesus by the Council of Nicaea. What I find most amazing is that the ancient traditions of our ancestors and the pagan symbolism have lived on. I wish you all a happy Easter.
Okay. So, you the man I tell you about the reason for Easter and where Easter originate from. I know you hear me said this weekend and all them something, but it was meant for the time in the week of Easter. But here we know, Lent is where them start the whole madness. Yeah, Lent start now. And everybody gear up and take themselves in a mood like is a idea where it's only a certain time they reflect on that. And that is the problem with these things where white people create for themselves and we take it. You know, see, them have it at a certain time. You know, see, them not have it at a lifetime tradition at a certain time. But we'll continue. Listen.
If you're not African, please scroll. And if you're African but religion has made you deaf to logic, please scroll as well, because what I'm about to say will not massage your religious ego. You will bruise it instead. You will confront the spell under which you live. Let's get one thing straight. Prayer doesn't change nations. People do. Systems do. Leadership does. Education does. And until we Africans understand that, we'll keep kneeling while the world keep building. Aren't you tired of watching the continent with the most prayer warriors languishing in abject poverty? Aren't you tired of binding imaginary demons while our real enemies, poverty, illiteracy, corruption, and tribalism, walk free? My mother lives in a crescent about 600 meters long, and in that 600 meters, there are 3 churches. Not a single school, not a clinic, not a drainage system. We are overcharged and underdeveloped. You fast, pray, cast and bind and wait for miracles, while nations that don't even believe in your God are sending rockets to space. America didn't become a superpower by prayers. They built systems, embraced education, invested in science, and created policies. The Middle East didn't become rich through night vigil. They mastered oil, trade, and geopolitics. They invested in infrastructure and innovation. And China? They don't know Jesus. They don't know Muhammad. They know strategy. They know discipline. They know nation building. But here we are, Africa, the most prayerful continent on the surface of the earth, but the least developed. If prayers alone changed people and nations, Africans will be the richest and Africa will be heaven on earth. So let's stop pretending for a minute. The modern African church has become a business center, selling you oils, promises, and fear while you hand over your bank account. You don't need deliverance. You need discipline. You don't need prophecy. You need productivity. You don't need another 40-day fast. You need a 40-year plan. We have the Congo Basin, the second largest forest in the world, but yet we import toothpick. If that doesn't tell you the level of our sheepishness, nothing else will. So instead of building another church, build a school. Instead of going to another Bible or theological school, go to a technical school or learn a trade. Instead of giving your last money to a pastor, save it and start a small business. Instead of waiting for divine connections, go out, network, and build real ones. Instead of praying for good leaders, start voting with your brain, not your religion or tribe. Instead of casting out demons, start casting out ignorance, because God isn't the problem. You are. He gave you hands to walk, not just to clap. A brain to think, not just to bow. A voice to speak truth, not just to scream amen and hallelujah. So here's the truth. Faith without sense is continued slavery. Religion without reason is mental colonization. And any spirituality that makes you passive while others build, it's not divine, it's a trap. I'm not asking you to abandon your faith, even though I may not share the same. I'm saying stop using it to excuse laziness, stupidity, and silence. God gave us the tools, but we're so obsessed with heaven that we can't even fix the hell we currently live in. Africa doesn't need more churches. Africa needs more thinkers. And until we realize that, we will keep screaming amen and hallelujah while the rest of the world keeps shouting science, technology, AI, robotics, commerce, and geopolitics.
Do you know that over 500 Black Madonna statues sit crowned in European cathedrals? Yet nobody talks about what they really represent. Walk into any major cathedral from Spain to France and you'll find them. Dark-skinned figures wearing royal crowns, draped in gold, positioned at the very heart of Christian worship. The Black Madonna of Montserrat in Spain has drawn European royalty as pilgrims for centuries. Notre Dame de la Puy in France holds the same mysterious reverence. These aren't hidden away in corners. They're centerpieces adorned with jewels and treated like queens. Yet historians dismiss them as symbolic choices or artistic interpretations. But why would medieval Europeans consistently choose to depict their most sacred figures this way? Why crown them with real gold and precious stones if they were just symbols? The pattern spans continents, hundreds of cathedrals, hundreds of crowned black figures in positions of ultimate authority. What if these statues weren't symbols at all, but historical documentation of who actually ruled medieval Europe? The crowns tell a different story than the history books.
Yes, listen, you know. Yeah, listen, when I just play them thing, to just play sake. As a matter of fact, we're going to play
Continent with Mutabaruka. We are listening to our meds. You know here, Continent, the end, the end.
Did you know that over 500 Black Madonna statues sit crowned in European cathedrals? Yet nobody talks about what they really represent. Walk into any major cathedral from Spain to France, and you'll find them. Dark-skinned figures wearing royal crowns, draped in gold, positioned at the very heart of Christian worship. The Black Madonna of Montserrat in Spain has drawn European royalty as pilgrims for centuries. Notre Dame de la Puy in France holds the same mysterious reverence. These aren't hidden away in corners. They're centerpieces adorned with jewels and treated like queens. Yet historians dismiss them as symbolic choices or artistic interpretations. But why would medieval Europeans consistently choose to depict their most sacred figures this way? Why crown them with real gold and precious stones if they were just symbols? The pattern spans continents, hundreds of cathedrals, hundreds of crowned black figures in positions of ultimate authority. What if these statues weren't symbols at all, but historical documentation of who actually ruled medieval Europe? The crowns tell a different story than the history books.
Yes, a serious thing. You ever consider that?
Guys, listen.
Let me tell you, the most praying continent on this planet, Earth, is Africa. Most praying, if you research and if you see it. Most churches, every 600 meter or 100 meter or 1 kilometer, you will find a church. Most poorest continent is Africa. Why? Do you have an answer? Mm-hmm. We don't need churches. We don't need temples. I am pastor myself. We need schools. We need hospitals. We need industries. That is where the life is. God is not telling you to build church and pray me there. You pray where you are. You need correct policies to change the people's life. By praying, if it is changed, then we cannot be poor. God says you can't just pray, you work. Make the policies. If I'm wrong, please tell me.
No, you're saying the truth.
It's a bitter truth. Mm-hmm. We believe that we go to church or a temple or mosque, our problem will be sorted out. No, then we cannot be poor. We could be the richest. And we have the most mineral deposit in the world. Look at the opposite. These people outside, they don't have anything, but they are richer.
Because they see the opportunities there.
There is no churches like what we have. Mm-hmm. That means not that they are not Christian.
No.
They are Christian.
They are.
They do pray. But the priority is not only the prayer and praying and then you come out. No. The priority is to build the churches, build the industries, promote the employment, reduce your deficits by creating that investments. Schools, education, science, technology. These are the important things.
Listen. We are doing it for you. Listen and absorb it and go to your bed and think about it. Yes. And them used to say Jamaica have the most churches per square mile. This man I say Africa have the most churches. Every corner you go, you see a church. But look at our condition. Look at the condition where we're in now. And we get up every day and talk about we are pray and I pray and I pray. Yes, we'll go through the paces on the cutting edge. I bring you some short clips for kind of store your faculty, make you think, and hope say it'll do that. We're going to play forward this.
Guys, listen.
Let me tell you, the most praying continent on this planet, Earth, is Africa. Most praying, if you research and if you see it. Most churches, every 600 meter or 100 meter or 1 kilometer, you will find a church. Most poorest continent is Africa. Why? Do you have an answer?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need churches. We don't need temples. I am pastor myself. We need schools. We need hospitals. We need industries. That is where the life is. God is not telling you to build church and pray me there. You pray where you are. You need correct policies to change the people's life. By praying, if it is changed, then we cannot be poor. God says you can't just pray, you work. Make the policies. If I'm wrong, please tell me.
No, you're saying the truth.
It's a bitter truth. Mm-hmm. We believe that we go to church or a temple or mosque, our problem will be sorted out. No, then we cannot be poor. We could be the richest. And we have the most mineral deposit in the world. Look at the opposite. These people outside, they don't have anything, but they are richer.
Because they see the opportunities here.
There is no churches like what we have.
Mm-hmm.
That means not that they are not Christian.
No.
They are Christian.
They are.
They do pray. But the priority is not only the prayer and praying and then you come out. No. The priority is to build the churches, build the industries, promote the employment, reduce your deficits by creating that investments. Schools, education, science, technology. These are the important things.
Yes. The most important things. Build up the things them that allow your life in at this time, not in the next life, where you don't know about. In at this life. Build up yourself, your family and your community, so that your life will be more sweeter, nicer to live. Where all the problems them know, or most of the problems them know, where you have, will be lighter. So far, we don't see the prayer business at work. Some people might say it at work for them, but sometimes it's just like it's a trial and error thing, heads or tail. That is what prayer is like, heads or tails. You throw up the coin up in the air and say, head or tail. And you say tail and head come. And you say tail and tail come. It's a trial and error. Take another break. We are continuing the journey into Africanness, blackness. We want to play this. Yes.
The richest continent on Earth was stolen overnight by 14 European leaders. It's 1884. In a palace in Berlin, 14 European powers gather around a table, discussing how to divide the richest continent on Earth. They draw borders on maps like it's a board game. They just invent treaties, bribe chiefs, and plant flags. To the world, they call it civilization. But behind the papers and promises, it's theft. In just a few years, Africa is carved into 50 pieces. Each one handed to a different European master. Entire kingdoms vanish. Tribes are split by artificial borders. Resources are drained. Cultures are erased. And when resistance comes, they crush it. For over 70 years, Europe rules Africa. And when they finally leave, they don't rebuild what they broke. They leave fractured nations, broken economies, and a legacy of poverty that still echoes today. The richest continent on Earth, stolen by 14 men in a room.
Serious thing. Serious thing.
The richest continent on Earth was stolen overnight by 14 European leaders. It's 1884. In a palace in Berlin, 14 European powers gather around a table, discussing how to divide the richest continent on Earth. They draw borders on maps like it's a board game. They just invent treaties, bribe chiefs, and plant flags. To the world, they call it civilization. But behind the papers and promises, it's theft. In just a few years, Africa is carved into 50 pieces. Each one handed to a different European master. Entire kingdoms vanish. Tribes are split by artificial borders. Resources are drained. Cultures are erased. And when resistance comes, they crush it. For over 70 years, Europe rules Africa. And when they finally leave, they don't rebuild what they broke. They leave fractured nations, broken economies, and a legacy of poverty that still echoes today. The richest continent on Earth, stolen by 14 men in a room.
Balancing the truth and the controversy, addressing the youth and their calamity, motivated by concern for the whole of our liberty, the promise of a new reality, the cutting edge of true intensity, sole provider for the whole of our family, the force of brutal non-conformity, the cutting edge.
This actually happened. In 24 BCE, Queen Kandake of Kush did something no ruler had ever dared. She declared war on Rome. Augustus Caesar controlled the known world, but Kandake didn't care. She marched 30,000 warriors north toward Roman territory. The legions had never faced anything like her army. At Syene, Roman forces crumbled under brutal assault. Soldiers who had conquered Gaul and Britain fled in terror. Caesar's generals begged for reinforcements, but none came. Then Kandake did something even more shocking. She negotiated with Augustus as an equal. Not as a conquered queen, but as a peer. Augustus agreed to her terms and removed all Roman taxes from Kushite territory forever. Rome paid tribute to an African queen they couldn't defeat.
Serious thing, may I tell you?
This actually happened. In 24 BCE, Queen Kandake of Kush did something no ruler had ever dared. She declared war on Rome. Augustus Caesar controlled the known world, but Kandake didn't care. She marched 30,000 warriors north toward Roman territory. The legions had never faced anything like her army. At Syene, Roman forces crumbled under brutal assault. Soldiers who had conquered Gaul and Britain fled in terror. Caesar's generals begged for reinforcements, but none came. Then Kandake did something even more shocking. She negotiated with Augustus as an equal. Not as a conquered queen, but as a peer. Augustus agreed to her terms and removed all Roman taxes from Kushite territory forever. Rome paid tribute to an African queen they couldn't defeat.
Yes.
Balance.
Okay, so we have an interview here, so from our brethren, it's historic. As I say historic because a whole heap of youth might not know him, but those who know roots music from them time, they know that brethren here give some powerful music. I'm going to say powerful, I talk about, I'm going to introduce him with one of the most powerful music. We are a whole heap of people that never know say him do it. At least a whole heap of people nowadays.
Sure.
Mr. Roy, good night, sir.
Good night, Mr. Baruka.
Well, I tell you.
Right.
A long time you're supposed to do an interview.
Yes, man, a long time, but now is the time.
Yeah, man. So we bring it to Jamaica. We bring it come to Jamaica them time, tell me.
Today my birthday.
Eh?
25th. Yeah, 25th of February.
And me get the honor of your my birthday. Wow. Yeah, man, happy birthday, man. Where you reach now about 110?
No, 73.
Yeah, 73.
Yeah.
Guess what? Me, I got the same age.
Yeah, man. Then we need to go technical at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. So where you do since them time there? The last time I see you was down at West Street. Me that play down at West Street and you did come down there.
I am the past through.
Alright, so where you do since that time? England.
I do many things, you know. I'm still in the music, you know. I still work the music, you know. I have a brethren, them call him musical genius.
Yeah.
Saying Irie Youth. You know, him do a project named Global World Peace. Then with about 12 artists, the same rhythm, everybody depend. You know? And Africa depend. Queen Africa. So, you know, I give my help on this project, and me is the one available to go around with him, you know.
Yeah.
So right now, today we do all the show they with him. Yeah, you know.
You do it on TV?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the last of the TV said over the on it.
Yeah, something like that, Williams. I mean,
it's all right, man. It's all right. If you can't remember, you'll remember later. So tell me something now. You have a new album, or you promote a new album now? I mean, I hear you say you go around and try help with that project there, but you personally have any new album?
No, well, I do some work. They are the China, the Dubster. They are England, and I go studio with them and put up some guitar and 4 songs. When I set up because I want to put out an EP. I don't want nothing from just line. I want to deal with vinyl, you know. I'm not going to deal with vinyl.
Okay.
Because I have been song one line, it come in like in the same I'm not song. So I'm not going to deal with some vinyl.
All right, so we could go back to these three so now. Tribal War, big tune. Wolipa 1 feet over. And it don't sound like a hero tune.
You know, I hear says 200 version of Tribal War.
No go so bad. No go so bad.
You know, please.
How big them are big, your man,
all right. You see, a couple of years ago, I go Europe. Seeing some white brother tell me it's a 90th version. And it's a good one. Yeah. So I do an interview. I do an interview with a brother from America.
Yeah.
And he said to me, how much version of Tribal War you feel him have? So true to me here about this from about 10 years ago. Still 90. Supposed to be maybe about 100 now.
All right, so you find out who and who out of them 90 there re-recorded that you can earn a fight.
You know, the whole of them are pirate, man. It's fame. You know? Yeah, man, I say them out there, them lick me in my face to me things, you know.
Who licking your face? Who was that? You mean Jamaican youth or foreign youth?
Jamaican artists.
Where are you licking your face? For record.
All right. Yeah, when do know? Yeah, what me have an issue because them a sing my song on stage show me supposed to get PRS. And it's either them a claim it, but them not make me get nothing out of my song. You know? Because you know you have a PRS fee when you do show. For the writer. If a man sing a song.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes most time them money there is not no joke money. Because the PRS collect 3% of the gate to distribute to writers.
Yeah.
Not the artists, you know. To the man them the song them sing for the show. The writer.
Yeah.
All right. You know, so sometimes the money there is all £400 for a song. They're supposed to collect off for your song. You know?
So you never copyright it, you never set it up that you can't get money off it?
Yeah, man, I set up them song from 72 when I sing them song, man. Because I'm a member of PRS from 1970, you know.
Yeah.
When me they sing a song named Bongo Naya when me I go to school.
Yeah, man, we are going to play it, man.
1969 me sing Bongo Naya.
Yeah.
So by 70 now, me kind of know them thing there. You know? So I'm here telling no artists for join PRS. Right, you know? No man never know them thing there all them time there. 1970, you know? Come on, some, you know?
All right, so let me ask you now. The people them who produce the music for you from them time.
Tribal War was my production, you have to say, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a virgin in name. Me used to move with three brother. Their name Jacksons.
Yeah.
The one of me and him produced, that is one named Munchie Jackson. His right name is Melvin Jackson. But them call him Munchie. It's me and them youth there. It's me and him produce a song there.
Yeah.
We recorded Brown a scratch. Seeing? Dennis Brown play bass. RC play drum. You know, Pablo Black. Paul Dixon play keyboard. And a guitarist named Roy. Work with scratch. I'm calling Hamilton. So those were the four musicians that played that song. You know? And it's a song where it's a one take. The rhythm is a one take. The voice is a one take. And we carry to him now and say we're going to listen it. Because me from come back and voice it. When we listen it, we say, it sound good enough.
Nah, take it
so
again.
Me just go cut stamper. It never ever mix. That song they never ever get mixed, you know.
You see,
I go cut it free and there. Yeah, man, that song they never ever mix.
But them days they never have a 24 track, nothing.
No, you know, scratch thing, you know.
Yeah.
Scratch is a man can create sound.
Yeah, different, yeah.
Yes, I just create sound. When scratch don't even take a song, him take it like it done mix already.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
So we don't go cut
all right, you wanna know. Me go play a next tune where it really big before the 12 o'clock, but after the 12 o'clock, say 12 o'clock, we'll come forward. So don't hang up your phone or nothing, but make the people them hear this tune. Right. So that tune, big same you like Tribal War, and Freddie McGregor do it over. And make it even bigger. Eh?
Yeah, them say I'm going to lick my face for more things.
Oh, Freddie McGregor?
Yes. And they come up. Hold on. The Rasta thing I joke, you know.
Hold on there. No, your tune this.
My tune. And the boy come in at 12 tribe, come here, me and sing all my song.
Remember me there.
Oh, you mean? At the time, they no come about it.
Yeah.
And I'm coming at 12 tribe with a band with him. Generation Gap.
Generation, yeah.
He was the drummer
and that time you never recorded the tune yet. So how you get the tune for record it?
I'm not here to record it.
Where you go to? What caused the friction?
Film go answer.
Yeah, hold on. Yes, this is the cutting edge. I know they're on a level here. We are talking to Liquorai, and we reach a tune now named Prophecy, and everybody know the other version, which is Freddie McGregor sing it. So Liquorai, I say, him and Freddie McGregor getting an altercation about the song. So yeah, you last in this version. Tell me what you last now. 12 tribe.
12 tribe. Name of 12 tribe. One night.
Federation. Yo.
Sorry.
No, you can't understand. You don't that, sir?
Eh?
Oh, don't be. No, you can't tell him to the parade, Richard.
Alright, sorry. From me hang up on the phone, from me on time. It's pure disrespect. Alright?
No, why am I disrespect you? Why am I disrespect you?
Because I do an interview and I talk about my things. I talk about my not. Him just go on because like him not feel like me supposed to talk about my things. You know? Because him do many shows with my song and I don't get no clearance from it, muta. So I know, and it's many years now, from 8 to 9, him sing my song. You know? So
it's registered a film name then, I'll let you say.
Most that. You know? He must register my song in a name. Because I put in one part tonight where it go about fire. You know? Something like that. Something if it's that change the publishing of my song.
I don't know. You know? I couldn't change it. The words them still there. What you saying? But John Holt and what have you tell him now? Was George Nooks must sing over tribal war too?
Yes. Yes. Well, me not say the one George Nooks, but me and John Holt in an argument. You know? And me and John Holt in a serious argument. Because me and John Holt just go on one road from each other, you know. Him born a Mission Road, me born a Galloway Road. In front of Walton Park Road, in front of China Cemetery. You know? The two of us born at the corner of Walton Park Road. You know? Yeah. Galloway Road come from Maxfield Avenue. And Mission Road come from Maxfield Avenue too. You know, so, you know, I can't, you know, I just can't understand it, muta.
So wait, hold on there. You have the tune them registered?
My song them registered from the
Alright, wait, hold on. Before John Holt sing it over and George Nooks sing it over, it did register, right?
Yeah, it registered.
So you go to them about it, or you get a lie if you go to them, where you know?
Well, I tell you what caused the making of a tribal war. When Joe Gibbs used to sell it to Joe Gibbs. Because that song we are Randy used to take out 4,000 for the week, you know. Tribal war, you know. Because the song was posted on my hand. Joe, who used to press it, him know how much that sell. That is Channel 1. So he make John Holt sing it over. George, Joe Gibbs, who used to buy it, him know how much it has sell. So he make George Nooks sing over the song. Yeah. Because that song we are by Randy and the Dragon is sing over, you know. Enough people don't know them thing there. It's not those same people in Jamaica sing the song. People like us, let me say, by Randy and the Dragon is. I wish they make over two of my song. They make over Bongo Naya. And they make over tribal war.
So tell me something. You get any money off a tribal war?
No, yeah, I get money off of. Butcher Bantan do a version. And Damian Marley do a version. Damian Marley version sell about 300,000. Butcher Bantan version sells 600,000. You know, so some earn a food off of them two versions, they are tribal.
Yeah.
Butcher Bantan and Damian Marley.
You don't get nothing from John Holt and George Nooks?
George, no. Not the other many versions that they made.
You said prophecy now. Freddie McGregor, no royalty after that for you. You break up.
And just like I just don't want me get anything out of my things. Yeah, Freddie Mutabaruka.
So you don't get a liar? Eh?
But it's like, no, me not get a liar. Because one time, I get a liar, I did something with BMG. And they come out and say liar on my side. A BMG side, them take. After me
who you say who?
BMG.
Oh, yeah, BMG, yeah.
You get a liar to deal with them. So me and them in a little thing. And it's for them side, him side, not my side. So you know. Yeah.
Alright, sir, I tell you. Well, you know, alright. You know a big problem. You know a big problem because I about 2 albums, 3 albums. Remember you give me the last, you give me an album, and the first one where you do, Liquor album there, that is the one where he's known for. You know, that is the one like, you know, I'm say Tribal War, Prophecy, Bongo Naya, all them tune, that big tune from them time there. Let me refresh the people their mind about Bongo Naya. Them tune that it rule, what them call dancehall nowadays, them tune that used to rule dancehall. Jalove and all them man there, from them time there.
I 10 weeks that song is the number one.
What you say?
10 weeks that song get a number one, you know.
7 weeks.
JDC and RGR, yeah. 7 weeks.
No, you know? Most ones who did at them time, they know to them tune, they are big tune, man. Most ones.
Yeah.
Most of them. All right. So you say you try to make a one or you try to make a EP?
Yes, man, make an EP. Not even trying, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so when you think that will come out?
All right, we'll give about 3 more months.
So you still the show in England, though?
Yeah, man, I still do show in England. Sometime I go far, I go do show too.
In across Europe there?
Yeah, across Europe. I go to Australia, I go to Thailand. Yeah. So, you know, and a lot of work in Europe. I do about a lot of places in Europe, you know.
Yeah. Well, brethren, anytime you get the new EP, we're there have to make it play. And I hope you get through with your things, go get a liar, man.
I feel that it's a profitable more to get a liar.
Yeah, man, get a liar, you man. Eh?
Yeah, man. Well,
like when they are in England. Who introduced you to one?
I said you could have introduced me to one.
No, but wait, no, man, you know, they are England, you live in a Rasta. You know, you get a liar from here, so get a liar in England.
Yeah, right, all right.
And then so you forget the liar, no, you got some, I will get liar. You get liar from Jamaica, get a liar from England.
Yeah.
You understand? I saw it going on. Yeah. So next time when I see you, you're supposed to have enough money.
All right, I'm going to get some.
I'm a 5% put on. Yeah, it's
if they never get the opening, then get the opening with my song, you know. Because the DJ, them are Jamaican, I play my song. So them they know, you know, them get all the opening, film brush and Jamaica play. So it's like me get rub out of that too.
Yeah. Especially the Tribal War. Especially the Tribal War one. Yeah, it come like I know your tune. It come like a John Old tune.
And it come like a Jajik song.
Yeah, it come like a Jajik song too, yeah. And only for man say, I play a tune. I have a poem when I do all the while, you know. I always give the original creator of the poem. I always call the name of the person on the stage when I go do it. You know, see it?
Yeah.
But I guess Jamaican youth, them people, Jamaican, them not do them something there. Them don't get credit. Them take the credit for themselves.
Yeah, that's all, man.
Yeah. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks for the, for your birthday. Oh gosh, man.
Yes.
Give thanks. All right, sir.
All right, brother.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Bless up.
Blessed, man.
Yeah. Muta, it's your mankind here, though. You couldn't treat the right. Why, man, I tell you.
I tell you.
You know?
Yeah,
and fear.
It's rough. It's rough,
and
man.
Fear, man. And fear. They are not clean. And still it's a big man, them there high place, you know, man. Boy, man, I tell you, say, well, me no wrong my bridge, you know. We in that weak fence, like, we, you know. And just deal with Jaya, my boy. And watch nothing, just low Jaya in your life. Let them go away.
No, but you know, when you make them, no, but you still can't get money off it, you know.
They no most. Well, I know if you work for them.
No, but you yourself make them nobody just.
Yeah. No. I mean, certain ways still, you know. Oh, you mean pursuing thing and getting money? You know, late for you.
No, it's not late, man. Because it's still a play, you know.
They no most.
Yeah, man. I listen. No, man, I tell you, it's still a play.
No most, man.
And when John was dead, I know, but John was used to sing it every time him up on stage.
Yeah.
Me hear what name?
Nook.
George Nook sing it every time him up on stage.
Prince Mohammed.
Prince Mohammed, him used the name, but him name George Nook, I know. Yeah.
Me say, man, let me hear them, man. I say, me love it tune there, you know. You see,
man, a big tune, man.
You know, so I first me hear the original.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
You want the prophecy? At the first year, the original prophecy?
I think so. No.
No, you remember Freddie McGregor sing it over?
Yeah, man. I hit mostly me here with them one, you know? Yeah, man. See them man, the man. Why may I tell you, man? You know, mankind and fear. You know, you don't know. Yeah, the thing with me, I advocate for doing, you know, and the land, man, want the land for distribute. That's where people then can have food.
Of course.
We can't tired of the foreign sitting them. You know, see,
the government will have the land and sell them big friend them.
Hey, then something can't happen.
Well, I mean, that happen, no, it can't happen. That happen.
Why, man, I tell you, say, we just careless in our place, we just careless, you know, and make them something there. I mean, no, you know, so that them are going about them and them invest and them foreign people, but them are going to run left it. You know, see what I go in Africa. The people get strong, because we want the land 5 acres for everybody. I you know, so the all the land in the Caribbean belongs to the king. Me agree, me hear that. But all
of them, you know, some of them was French, some of them was Dutch. So England, the English speaking one them England, the king.
Yes. Well, all of them are free land and you can't take up put in a pocket go with. So we have to dwell upon it. Get food for the picnic. The dust of the earth. You know the dust of the earth, our?
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you not tell me the dust of the earth, our.
Tell me, man. I'm trying to make me guess, man. I can't remember.
Yeah, man. You plant it, man. A food are the dust of the earth tonight, build mankind. Yeah, man, the dust of the earth are the food. Or we plant, man, I eat, man. I just want one timber full of water life, you know. One timber full of water life, and then on the dust of the earth, I'm going to chat about man make out a clay and them something there.
More there.
I'm a fool, man. And the dust of the earth, then thing I clear that, and the food we grow in the earth. So, me I appeal to them boy, you know. Say them to let go the land to the people, make because when me a little boy, you know, man, that used to come go to bush after Friday, Saturday. after school, Saturday now, me and me go, I never love bush at all in my time. But now, me we dead for me ground.
Yeah.
My goodness, man.
Where were you plant?
You know, so right now, me not do no fresh plant. Me just go and plant banana and show Melissa where they
you have already. Yeah, you have already.
Yeah, when me have already, me have go and eat off and so little we left. And Melissa come mash up everything worse now. But me know whole pa sucker. You know, whole pa sucker they bought the place. Banana planting. You know. So me appeal for them, man, if they just free up the land, because the land are free. I only had poor people and live off the land to plant food to stop the hunger. Can't depend on the foreign shit, man.
No.
And they no good. All the fertilizer thing, me no use them something there. My fertilizer the rain. Water. Yes. We can tell them that. If you see one of my finger plant, when time me used to get one of my, when we used to chop plant, one finger, them would out the road and sell for 500 and 600.
No.
My sister only come marga sit in the market with them at. Boy, me I tell you, sir. Oh, God, man. We are suffer, man. We are suffer. I wonder if Mr. Theory can come help me. I don't have working of us. So the one thing I want to do.
Problem, man. That's about he must come help me.
No, me I say one day thing can come help me.
Help me for the what?
We straighten out them guys here.
You know, so the man have a problem, a big problem for him country.
True, man. You have terrible problem. Me I watch him and the youth, them over say, I advocate for youth, them bad. Man, say free education.
Of course.
Somebody they come here and say free education, you know, and then fight out that man there. Bad. So they don't want nothing good for we the people. These Babylon people, them hate all the elderly and then hate the young. All you hear them a chat and a chat, then hate the elderly and the young. Me can't tell them that. Because I see where they go on with 970s.
Yeah, of course. All right, we have to move, though. We have to move. We have an area come up here. Yeah, more you look. All right, yes, EL.
Yeah, man. Morning. Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, man. Wicked program last week, Thursday, Sunday, man. I must congratulate you on Carbo.
Okay,
yeah, man. Man, and why Muta? Let's go through it quick. Black History Month, yeah, man. The history man really touching my boss. Yeah. And I hope all the way out the black people open up their mind. Yeah, man, me I hope. Because I see them a key on a preach seat there. You look on a big man where me I listen to them on the song from me, I look a boy and my father used to buy a record at Channel 1. I play upon a record change and you can't. And this time, man, but so we aggressive for one and we aggressive for when I do it. You understand? Every Jamaican want to prove with them ego saying bad and I one day. Same thing with the driver on the road. But I hope the career come true. So good advice I give. But Black History Month, Muta, in Jamaica, police kill about 41 and 42. We in a second month, Muta.
Already.
Really now, Muta. We in a second month in our approach the third month in a couple of days.
So where where the Minister of Security say?
So I'm a collect.
No man, the Minister of Security say the reason why the crime gone down and through the criminal them are dead. That means him agree with shooting them.
Yeah, man, them man knows Muta. I remember I tell a policeman, say, Trim Valley, him color, him piece, and me man the same thing. Them guys don't value black life. Don't tell them value black life no Muta on election. No. They don't value black life. Because everywhere going in this country, even the part of the experiment, Tuskegee, I can't pronounce the name when them do to black people, give them syphilis and bill, whatever come up. Them don't value black life, Muta, and I believe we will take over our country and we sell because we have 200 pounds YouTube, TikTok, same for taxing, thieving friend them. They don't value black life, Muta. Today the month soon done the next couple of days, and we're going 41 people. And we're not fight war.
And this is the shortest month. And this is the shortest month.
It is the shortest month. Our Slavic thing fence. They don't, Muta. They don't. If you can buy a batch Muta for $16,000 and not even a year good done, and you go to them and say you have to pay $17,000 more. You don't know where for the consumer and the body for turn to. You take money.
Buy your battery. Where which buy your battery? Buy your battery. A second battery you buy.
No man, tropical.
And it only last year a month.
Not even a year good Muta.
Oh, not a year, I think you say a month.
No, not even a year good. And when no battery last, not even a year.
3 year.
Muta, the battery when I have in the van, when I have to use. Is a car me that park up, me take it out. I'm a battery 3 years and a battery I run a van for about 3 months now. And I'm telling me to replace it with $17,000.
No, hold on. You didn't have the battery in our next car around for 3 years.
Now a smaller battery for about 3 years in our next car.
Yeah, I take out the battery and run and I put in our next car.
I'm through the tropical battery, I'm telling me $17,000. I'm saying, look here, I'm going to support you now, no foolishness.
Yeah, but you're not going 3 years out of the battery already, man.
No, I'm buy a different battery for about a smaller battery. And the battery, I have another battery, is a SUV, is a bigger battery, so I have one of the car which is smaller and less money. And I have 3 years with that battery. And right now, that battery, I have to drive that car there. I have a drive for that battery in a vehicle now. I got 3 months now. So, you know, nobody for turn to Muta. And me hear you lick out. Me hear number one, the Prime Minister take what money, lend JPS and war. We own 20%, you know, you lend a man money war, 80%. We can't work out the equation. And then you come back now, come raise the JPS bill from poor people. All right? You come back now, you're dipping at the housing trust money, and you keep dipping at the housing trust money. But look on the contradiction now, Muta. You keep saying the economy, but that price to take off of the economy will grow. So you work out the equation and say, Muta. You dip at the housing trust money already, you go again, and you go again. So even if you dip at the housing trust money one time, Muta, why is it that you don't invest that money so you don't have to go back in the money again? Tell me if it's a line in a country where government to where the law there for protect poor people. Just explain that to me, Muta, because you are Jerry and Carbo have IQ, you know. Explain that to me, Muta. So you keep deceiving the people. And all people have been up on the road, and I tell them, say, that's why I cannot like JLP and PNP. I will never ever vote for JLP and PNP. Because two of them are the same thing, has different color, Muta. You dip in the money, you know, PNP establish it, you know, you dip in there. You carry PNP go court, I know, it's like for the surplus to keep on a dip. And it don't make sense, Muta, to me. You take how much money buy old bus, and you come back now. I say you buy back more bus, and you buy the old bus, so more money. Now the new bus fall, and you have nobody apart from me and Jerry and Carbo for we black people. When I
hear them say the razor pay come back up again.
The razor pay come back up.
For the minister.
I understand that, Muta.
Them not raise the money.
Them get 300% increase. So them might get more razor pay.
I come like that, me here, I'm not sure.
No, what you probably hear, Muta, is that the Prime Minister decides, say, I'm going to take him full amount of money now.
Full amount of money now.
Oh, okay.
That's the mark goal, and I take fee money. So, when I try to tell you, Muta, when I try to tell you, them people in the valley, black people, they don't. A policeman stop you any time, and I tell you, if I come out, I can't want them. Nah, do it. To the white man, and I disrespect you. And I say, boss, man, I true, you know, respect your color, you know. Because I'm a decent law by saying I disrespect the thing. I don't know when me used to serve. I mean, too much people are complaining to my Muta. They can't understand this country or this government. They don't care for black people.
Hold on. I could go back to this money thing, you see?
Yeah.
All right. Them get our money. For raise and the Prime Minister, not the Prime Minister, the opposition leader say he might take some and give to charity.
I go to charity, do it to charity, yeah.
Yeah, this man, you know, Baby Trump, say, he might go.
Never there taking money.
So he must start take it now.
Yeah.
But ironically, he might take it when Jamaica gone through Melissa, so no. Maybe him house match up and him want the money for Melissa, I don't know.
Maybe Muta.
For Beverly's there.
Muta, you see true, me I don't, me can't, but when I say Muta, we will go through crisis. Remember say, you have burial and you have after burial Melissa. Alright? And we'll go through the crisis and people smash up people investment gone. And this government sit down and keep giving increase by increase. That makes sense. Where the people to get money from?
But certain people now get no increase.
What Muta on me see it is not tangible when it's around the country and Muta, because I tell you before the COVID Muta, me love me a can starfish. You know, love a can starfish like me, I'm a captain and starfish. I buy
nice piece of starfish. I'm starfish.
Alright. Me I buy the starfish from about $200 Muta, $300 Alright? You know, say, me call about it and it got to 7, and then from 7 now, at 2,000, then on Muta. When a woman come and tell me to sell the egg have tax on it, I say, lady, me know why, me can't read the tax. And I see that. She say, yeah, Muta, what really are going on in the country? Me a lick out Thursday. Andrew want to speak about the people are go through Christ and you speak about no Christ what goes whatever. How much people get locked up because the tomato now I said
nobody
$2,000. $100 I buy tomato for the other day only and nobody Muta. Nobody. All them do is just talk on GLPFM, just talk and very late Muta. It's like them pick and choose everything. Them very late. You and Carbo and Jerry but that thing they when name
Jerry still live on the radio?
No, but Jerry still live on, man, and like the answer.
Okay.
I don't understand the Muta. 200% increase Muta when I have no money and you still are dipping at the housing trust and people don't live nowhere. And you come and talk about land one time and the Ministry of Agriculture say, me not get no land. And I say, but who are the boss for Jamaica? Who is the Ministry of Agriculture, the Prime Minister? As the man say, Muta, we in a crisis. It's simple. All the government have to cut up land and get the people and say, well, you live there, so you plant it. But what? It's true them not run Jamaica, Muta. Them can't afford to give poor people land because of the big skyscraper them are built. Now, I go sell. So one 2-bedroom house over Portmore, Muta. 30, what's it 30 me now I lie 36.5 something million Muta. Portmore we used to shun 36 36.5 something million 2-bedroom Muta. Really now? I remember I think you played a Protege song a couple Thursday.
30
million for house at Stony. Really? Really now? And the people are living in a squalor. You talk about increase. When you're supposed to look now for cut the pay, run to the Governor General, take the Governor General money there now, put it in the hospital to get some machine for the people. Muta. You talk about increase. How you work out increase when there's no production, Muta? Explain that to me. How you work out every day you go to the supermarket and things just go up without no justification. The war Israel and Iran not started, you know. So can you imagine when the war start, Muta, people will start probably running down and I take off your shoes off your foot. And you're going to move on starfish for poor people, depend on egg and starfish. So at least them can get little color Muta, put little starfish with it, and raise it, plus tax. And you come on TV and tell me about one PM and one Prime Minister and one Mark when I like these guys, Muta. These guys are slave driver. These guys are there to enforce the slave masters. The only difference is that them can't whip with. And then you have the police force out there now who are dead. Same poor black people. And if the police, them so righteous, put on the camera if they had nothing to hide. And when you talk, them say, yeah, fight. Me not like gunman or Dan Muta, because I don't know no Dan, but build no training center for no youth. Me's a man, me's a righteous man. I'm like justice. Well, good for the goose, good for the gander. Give away land.
We have to move
Long
now.
life Muta.
Yeah, blessed man. Yes, this is the cutting edge on RFM. You know, say, I have a virgin where he has been holding up the poetry for 30 years. I have a thing named the Poetry Society. And it keep round in a manly school. For years now it a go on. Years. Entire one boss. As Carter is a boss as a poet. Usually ones go around there and read them poetry. And them critique poetry. And all these things. Well, me your celebration day today. Me don't understand that. Tommy Ricketts me I talk about. For those of you who know Tommy Ricketts. Tommy Ricketts passed away, Rasta. What a judgment. It's a virgin where really hold up the poetry scene, you know. And they have the poetry scene. Kingston, in a manly school, in a the wet name there, the arena there, so. I tell you, say, it hurt me because me know a whole heap of ones who, it's because of that scene why them get an opportunity to go up on other shows or read poetry. Yes. But now the bridge gone. Tommy Ricketts, for those of you who know him, I never hear. Tommy Ricketts passed away. Yeah, Tommy Ricketts passed away. Terrible thing, terrible. I don't ever catch his what kill him or why I'm dead. You know, you have a bridging, I don't know him. I know him today. Because him and him bridgman stop me. I'm at gate. I have me in a one conversation. The bridging named Calvin Grant. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Calvin Grant. Him have a thing I go on here where he must say, him want to mention it for him. I'm not going to mention it for him. Apparently, him a runner a service. What them call it now? Haulage and Transportation Services. SK Destiny. That's how we call it. SK. Yellow brethren. The brethren who say the earth flat and it under a dome. Why yell up? And your brethren know the way I give me a problem. Yes. Calvin Grant. Yes. Chief Operational Officer. And Shanika Edwards Grant. Obviously, it's must your wife that. Managing Director, the family affair. Him have a service where him have a offer. And I don't know if you're going to remember the number, but I'm going to give you the number where him say must call him. Call him at 876-589-2302 or 876-329-1174. You know, so the brethren really a try a thing. I wish him success full because trust me, when you hear a man start him own thing, if him can't afford to make no big advertisement and thing, you have to give him a strength. So we are give his brethren a strength. Calvin Grant, next 876-329-1174 or 876-589-2302. Anybody know him, tell him, say, Muta did call out it. I don't want him to see me again and I say, boy, I'm going to give me card and anybody say nothing. Anybody know Calvin Grant and his wife? I am going to presume says his wife. She name Shanika Edwards Grant. Tell him, say, Muta, I give him free advertisement. Okay.
All right,
continue.
Muta.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, you know, say, you just mentioned Tommy Ricketts a while ago with the poetry and thing. And for say that him pass off, you know. So, pan a different circles, you know, say, you have a brethren who used to call you all the while, where you know him personally too, Mr. X. You remember that, brother? Him always a call you about political party and these things and African business and one of the
Black X, I know Black X you talk.
No, Mr. X.
Yeah.
And him always a say he want you to join up with him for...
Oh, yeah. He pass away?
Yes, man. Yes, man. So,
no, we can't take it.
Pass off.
We can't take it as that.
Yeah, man.
When that happen?
I just, yesterday, I see a post with it. So, I don't sure when it actually happened or what caused it, but... Yeah, man, in pass.
Every week, Rasta, every week. I don't know if I'm me one, but every week I know somebody where they, you know. I don't know where I go on.
All right, call online.
Yes, EL.
Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie first, you don't know. Honorable Muta. Big up the indomitable, Mr. Shane Clark. I want enough of you them to know what Jamaica say. The man there is an engineer at top level. And they must try and acquire some of the knowledge of that man they know, because we're going to need more youth like that in the future. Essence of what going. You see me as a Muta?
Yeah, hear you.
Yeah,
no,
Muta. You ask about the Prime Minister money. $25 million the Prime Minister forget every year. Prime Minister say wanting $25 million.
No, never take it all the while.
Yeah, yet still, he might negotiate a contract for the teachers them and the union workers them. And the money want to give them 2%. 2%, how them where depend? That me want to know. You see?
Depend 2%.
Because that not fly.
Him depend 2%.
Let me ask you. 2%, yeah. 2%. One time I get involved in some negotiation or union meeting at my work, and them want to give me 1.5%. I'm a look out at them say we're a rebel because they have to go lay off some people. I mean, I say 1.5%, that not going to work. They might tell you, say, you get about 5-6% over 3 years. Me, I say 1.5%, well, that's a penny and a half on the dollar, you know. People don't must understand when them say that. So they might give 2%. It'll go by the dollar. So if it's $10, is much money that if you take out 2% out of $10 hour. If it's $100 hour, check it out. You must have $2. You see me, I say?
10% no, wait, hold on. 10% at $100, not $2, man.
No, me I say 2%.
2%.
One wages where you get. Me just say if you are work and never get 2%. Yeah. You see me, I say. In the money, you not get the money. You see me, I come from.
Well, I don't know them work out them thing, you know. I don't know them work out them thing, Virgin, but yeah, me see what you say, man. Me see what you say.
Yeah, so
but you see, it's the majority, the majority of people them do that too, you know. Them not do that to certain kind of people, you know. Yeah.
True. That me I tell you, so the teachers them and the people them in the private, in the public sector, civil servants and them people where, you know, the way we call the common folks, the people them answer the phone and find paperwork and all. You see me I say? No, all them expect them to live off of them thing there. And them going to tell you, say, you can't buy a house for $36 million. Oh, you have to buy a house for $36 million for 2% wages.
I tell you, the people are...
That's what I go on. That's what I tell you, so the people have to wake up, open them eye in Jamaica and so I go on. And next point I want to eat, I'm going to tell you something, say, we know police not like Rasta, you know. And Rasta no have nothing against police, you know. Rasta does a show police, when you see we just low, we like we allow the uptown people, because we're not busy with you and your job, because we are going through our work, which is the work of our father, His Majesty the King. No. Dr. Kevin Blake, you're doing a good job so far, you know, because you lick out against the unrighteous and the incompetent police, them. But at the same time, let me tell you, you have to be careful, because bigger edge dead away in the corruption, we don't like that. So, still do your thing. I know, say, you're going to have to go put some bang up on some of them uptown man there. We're in a big position, because that's so the thing work out. But continue.
You know, to them put one pan a big man, the other day. Them find him with how much coke in them car.
Yeah, but me just say more bigger heads up in a political.
Yeah, no, me just mention that. I mention that.
True. Yeah, man. Yeah. Because that have to go on. You know, see, condolences to all of the people who lose loved ones, because sympathy is there deep down from within the depths of their heart for them. I say, we are give them that. You know, see, because I want them to know, so the love is the love of life, you know, because Rasta is about life, liberty. Rasta is about liberty, so liberty is life. So we have to make them know, so listen, when you lose a one, loved one, someone by natural causes or whatever, we still are go with you with the grieving and actually say, yeah, we can grieve with you, but we can sympathize with your loss. You see me, I say? So I want them to know that, because together we are one. Now, the next thing I want to touch upon right away is Dr. Chang, I talk about the people and we want independent review of the police killing them. I want them to give me the statistics. How much Chinese people them the police killed last year? Them killed nearly 400 people. How much of them was Chinese?
No, but how much Chinese are drive around and kill people?
No, it's not that. How much Chinese criminal? Because criminal them are killing them.
Yeah, no, but but it's black people. The country's majority black people. That means most of the criminal activity. Most of the criminal activity that they definitely take come from the majority of the people, them, which is black people. Now, when you ask how much
murdering,
but how much, but the physical murder matter about how much Chinese, I drive around and I cannot shoot people.
Well, I don't know of many.
Yeah, well, you can't put it that way then. You can't put it that way.
No, the reason why
how much Chinese them kill, police kill.
Yeah, why I put it that way then. I say, some of this killing is justifiable based upon the circumstances.
Some of which killing?
Is not.
No, some of which killing justified. You mean from the police?
From the police. Some of it is justifiable based upon the circumstances.
Because man shoot after him, shoot back after him.
Yeah. Because man I say him now go back to prison and them thing and him just decide
to deal with it.
Right. You know, see, we not take that back from them. But we know you have some of it where it's not justifiable. It's just based upon the circumstances that you birthday, and the number where I tell you I not deal with it, and I skip that number then.
No, all right, Bridget, all right. Nobody tell me then. Because me ask you something like that, say you're not going to tell me the right thing.
No, listen to I just tell you, so the number, just listen to me now, listen to me, I say, the number. I was 68 already, I know I reached that number there. So I now read that medium and I now got that number there.
All right, so if you are 68, and you're there from 17, what is the benefits that you get between 17 and 68 from the Constitution of America?
Lots of knowledge and educational skills that I can apply.
So for the rest of your life, you have to go repeat. So for the rest of your life, you have to keep repeating, say, you swear allegiance to the Constitution of America. You have to say that the whole of your life.
Yeah, because I loyal and to death, Rasta. What you want I say?
To the Constitution of America?
Yeah, because I did in America. What you want I say?
Me not tell you what for Sir Rasta. Me try ask the question them. I mean, what why you say?
I am loyal to the Constitution of America.
Because you live in America.
When I reach at Jamaica, listen to me. When I reach at Jamaica, I govern by the Constitution of Jamaica.
No, go some man.
Jamaican.
So you have two constitutions where you swear allegiance to.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
You see me, I say, because I am Rasta. Where you going to put in a muta?
So you are Rasta too. And I take a swear allegiance to the American Constitution and swear allegiance to the Jamaican Constitution. And we are trying to get to the Jamaican Constitution and you swear allegiance. Anyway, we have to take a break.
Yeah, muta.
Boy, you swear alliance to enough things, man.
No,
you swear alliance to Haile Selassie too? You swear alliance to Haile Selassie and the Constitution of Ethiopia?
Yes, of course.
Which one of them? Haile Selassie no, which one of them you swear alliance to? The Constitution of Ethiopia or you swear to Haile Selassie? Constitution.
The Imperial Majesty at the head of the king.
No, but may I ask if you swear to Haile Selassie or the Constitution of Ethiopia?
Haile Selassie, I man swear to Haile Selassie as the spiritual head of my order.
So you don't swear to the Ethiopian Constitution?
You don't live in Ethiopia. You don't go to Ethiopia and study the Constitution more in depth. Now me get to know where it's based totally. Okay. You never really study the Constitution of Ethiopia.
But you don't live at Jamaica. You don't live at Jamaica.
Say that again?
You live at Jamaica?
No, he's a Jamaican citizen.
Yeah.
He's a Jamaican. Yeah. So automatically the Constitution, the government.
The Constitution of Jamaica?
Yeah, because he's a Jamaican citizen.
All right. Are you the American citizen?
No. He's an American permanent resident. But he's a member of the executive branch by being a military personnel.
So you're still in the military? You're still in the military?
The military is a lifetime, brother. You have two stages, you know.
Yeah. Executive stage. Yeah. Okay. So you earn your money then, living. You earn your living by being a soldier.
No, I earn my living by whatever me other trade them I want to do. Me soldier special ops. When special operations come up, them link me and say XYZ and I go support.
So like when them ready for send you go to Cuba now, you have to go?
No. Well, man, I don't say it go. I don't say it go, you know.
Oh, you see.
I don't say it go.
Tell me no, me don't know about it.
By operational mode and what is the personnel that is required for such. You see me?
Okay. So what is your specialty? So what is your specialty for go? What do you, when you want to go to war? Where you go to do?
I can't divulge them information because
you can't divulge a secret information.
Yeah.
To know what? So if you're a Navy man.
Listen to me. That is what them call your MOS, your military occupational skill. No, I never divulge that at this moment in time.
You're not going to tell me if you're a Navy man, if you're a special op, if you're a, what, you're not going to say that. You're not, you know.
No, I'm not going to give a specified branch I work with because that kind of target me. You see me as
well, but you know,
level, you know?
Me have whole heap of brethren, me have whole heap of brethren who are old soldier. And I mean, you have a brethren who anytime I go to America right now, I'm going to stay with.
Yeah.
Him is an old soldier. Yeah. Him in the army, but him live in America. Him is an American where you just call yourself a while ago.
Yeah.
And me not hear him say them something there.
Like what?
Me not hear him say them something. Like what you say?
About the Constitution?
No, me not hear him talk like say it's something where you're bound have to do even because you live in America. And because you're a soldier. Because you're a soldier.
No, it's not something where listen, him take the affirmation and him acknowledge it. He may not have to say it to you, but I man say it due to the fact say I want people to know say even though I'm a Rasta and the fullest of the spirituality of life, I still come under the order of the governmental ruling because I can't
of America.
People in place and I fight with them.
Which is totally opposite to Rasta.
No, because Rasta come under order.
Yeah, no, but you want me to say? The government of America is totally opposite to Rasta. That may I tell you. Anyway, we have to move.
The government of the world love and honor to the people. The government of the world is opposite to Rasta. The whole world government is opposite to Rasta.
May I tell you about the government of America now?
No, but may I tell you, say, don't take out one piece.
Yes. No, may I take out one. All right, may I have to move.
Yeah, man.
All right.
The king and the people of Jamaica, we love Rastafari run the thing all the time. Cheers.
Yeah, man, good time. All right. Yes. All right, now. We have 1 minute to play this thing, huh? All right, we're going to play it. You hear that? I'll play it again about the ad. I'll take the last set of ad them. Yeah.
Blessed love, man.
Blessed man.
Good night, sir. Give thanks to Mr. Woodson and give thanks to Muta.
Give thanks to Mr. who?
Mr. Woodson.
Who name, sir?
I saw him and name create Black History Month.
Alright, go ahead, talk.
I saw his name.
Woodson. Carter Woodson, yes.
Yeah. And give thanks to the
yeah.
Continue expose the greatness of I and where we are come from. Now, a 2 point I want to make, and I don't know if I'm correct, but I just my opinion. You know, say the Islamization of West Africa a part of the demise.
Not on West Africa. Not on West Africa, Virgin.
All right, sir. Because when we look on it, Islam and Judaism did their Africa long before white man come there. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but the white man bring up Islam, are the Arab them? Are the Arab them?
Me would say even black man too. Ethiopian too.
Ethiopian bring Islam come Africa?
No, bring Islam come Africa. But remember, enough of them teaching them attacks all one at a time. Muhammad had sent some man go down to Ethiopia, to save even Islam, So,
His Majesty save a whole heap of Muslim.
Yeah, man, but when I say a two indigenous religion to Africa, that, I mean, they even call it religion, we are alive. But it was the Islamization, I see, where cast enough people come at them places. And both from the Arabs and from the Moors and all them people. So, I don't know how to even explain it still, but a religion are the root of I and I demise ever since.
That's the thing them when we play it, them split them.
Yes, I.
Them lean towards the church and what the church do to black people, mine, land, and other things. Most of the time I play them, I search the one them connected to the church and connected to the craziness where black people find themselves in because of the church.
Well, all right. You know what, sir? Me did that whole research by even the Christianity there, And me find out, say, the Roman Empire did always want to turn God, So, in a time, them create one Christ named Seraptus Christus, Where did cast, where then say they did the first Jesus, then time.
First Christ, yeah.
First Christ. And cast no uproar for centuries. All our brother from Upper Libya vice out wicked. And then friends and I seen come out and then create Jesus, and from them time to them and they say, well, if we don't want to accept we are going to kill you or whatever, them enforce man to believe in for them gospel,
God, yeah.
So up till now, when I come off of the realm there, I don't know, I go get to half of the realm there still in a motor. It look...
No, whosoever will come, man. Remember one time I would put things over I don't know. Years ago we couldn't do it, Couldn't do it.
Which is right, which is true.
Yeah. Would I know say certain things we are going now? Or certain things where they then would have stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only part things we used to go on them time and stop now,
True.
Yeah, man.
So, cause one time man used to all buy ticket guys and all them kind of thing there.
Indulgence, them call it. Indulgence. Last year we played Indulgence. As a matter of fact, the right of my fingertip, you know, to write it.
Watch it.
Yeah, give it the right of my finger. Yeah. So,
but make an next point doing a muta. It's a very controversial point, you know.
Wow.
I man say, all right, there's no force in the whole Western Hemisphere like Rastafari, where we see galvanize the whole Euro-Afrocentric value and maintain that the Africanness there and all over the Western Hemisphere. Rasta begin in every city, in every major city in the whole Western, where them call European world. But me grapple with that point still in a muta.
What?
Me grapple with that point still in a muta.
What?
The force of Rasta of artists where I suppose nothing revolutionary thought and all kind of things. But historically now, when the battle of Adawa fight, and after them poison Menelik get syphilis. That are one of the first biological wars here with the attack.
No, but you connect Rasta force with Menelik.
No, when me I go to a point where kind of it bother me then, so to speak. And me I deal with it from a historical point of view. Me I say, when Menelik fight him back, you know, seeing, and him find out him get sick. Him appoint 3 people. Say them 3 people him appoint as him successor, as the next ruler then. Queen Zadito, Asfaw son, and Lijaso. Now, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church was a very powerful.
Asfaw was saying, that's a son, you know.
Yeah. And Queen Zadito and granddaughter.
No, but when Menelik, no, wait there. No, Menelik can't talk about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you just mentioned Asfaw was
saying. Menelik get sick, you know.
Yeah, him declare Asfaw was saying as one of the one them going to go take over for him.
Yeah. And Queen Zadito, 3 people him say, you know. Queen Zadito, Asfaw son, and Lijaso. Yeah. Now, after them poison of Queen Zadito in the palace there and her mother Asfaw son, alleged control the throne.
No, hold on. To you, who was Asfaw was saying to you?
One of the no, son you say?
No, that's his son name Asfaw was saying, you know. Selassie son?
Name Asfaw was saying. Sting the son. Empress Menen son.
Asfaw was saying is Selassie son.
Alright. Well, alright.
You remember say wait the hold on. You remember say Empress Menen did have children before she married to Selassie, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all of them there, including Fiar Pitney, would have be Selassie son. And then now Yaso related to him, but because he was a Muslim, and him did not go a Muslim, them never decided they were going to make him sit down on the throne.
Yeah.
So Menelik you talk about now. You have to tell me about Menelik now, because you mentioned Zadito.
To how me understand it now, After Queen Zadi to get poisoned, as for our son was the one we left. Not as for our son. Ligiaso was the one.
Ligiaso.
Yeah, Ligiaso was the one.
Yeah.
Left
Here to the shore. Yeah.
Yeah. No. We don't know. But Britain and France, them are caretaker. And what's on time, no one a caretaker.
You keep us as house.
No, what's on?
Ligiaso.
I say him no one a caretaker. He might run him country independent like when Menelik say him did to do. Because Menelik say him no one a white man as no advisor and all them things, they run him thing. But the influence of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church was so profound that them bring in Selassie now as I'm married him in the royal family to say I'm a part of the royal family. So is that part of it kind of?
So you say Haile Selassie.
The French and the British set up a thing now with them have to make you so run left the palace and have to fight a war with them for years till them trick him and carry him come put him in the dungeon.
Who trick him?
I don't know whether the British or the French or the Catholic Church or the Ethiopian Orthodox Church or whoever they call him to say a peace.
You know why him never go on the show?
What make?
Because he was a Muslim.
So you see, say right there, so now that create a friction between.
No, because according to the
whole of the Tigre people them and the whole of the Amara people them and the war.
You gone over this so now, you gone over this so again. Stick to where we are talking about you so. We are talking about Menelik and Taitu. Taitu was Menelik's wife. And then now we are talking about Haile Selassie and Ras Makonnen. And you are talking about Ligiaso, who is related to Haile Selassie. And then you are talking about now Zardito, which was the one who sit on the throne.
Yes.
After Menelik.
Yes.
And then now, after Zardito, is Haile Selassie sit on the throne. But Ligiaso couldn't sit down on the throne because he was a Muslim and according to the tradition. No, according to the tradition. According to the tradition of Ethiopia. Them now going to allow no Muslim to sit down on the throne.
It's only a Christian
king. Hold on. You see, in England.
It's only a Christian king could have sit down on the throne.
Yes. And listen to me, I say now. Listen to me. Yeah, but hear me, I say now. You see, in England, is Queen Elizabeth allow the church, the Anglican church, and the Roman Catholic church to stop feud, because them never married. Anglicans, if you're an Anglican, you couldn't marry. And sit down on the throne of England,
Oh.
You see? Because what knows that it's already named Henry the VIII.
I mean, if you was a Catholic.
Yes. Wait there. If Henry the VIII, the Pope and Henry the VIII did have friction.
Yeah.
Because Henry the VIII did want to divorce his wife.
Yeah.
When I'm wife them. And them say no. So when him do know, him go farm him own thing. And call it the Anglican church, which is the same Roman Catholic church,
Yeah.
But it's run now by Henry the VIII. Now, so, for years, it a go on so. And it's Queen Elizabeth II now. Say, why right now, if an Anglican want to marry a Roman Catholic or a Roman Catholic want to marry an Anglican and sit down on the throat, make them do it. You see, so that is how that can. Well, it's the same thing now within Ethiopia now. that you have Muslim over there, so, and you have Christian over there, so. And them I say, no, Muslim can't sit down on the throne of Ethiopia. Yet still, I'll say come and free up the Muslim them, you know, and protect them from the onslaught. What put it go on over them time there.
All right.
Anyway, it's a nice story for talk about, but we have to more. Yeah. All right, yeah.
One more point. We just want to ask one more question, man.
Which question you asked me a while ago?
No, may I say, that is the same problem we are telling about the Christian now. Because when we realize now, may I see the Ethiopian Orthodox Church recite the 19th code at every
because them get bamboozled. You know, say, all right, it's a Coptic church. I can tell you, it's not the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, Crown Island Selassie, you know. It's a Coptic church. But the Coptic church is there, Egypt. It's Egypt, the Coptic church is there, you know.
Okay.
And Island Selassie now say, no, him can't keep doing that, you know. He have to nationalize the church as Ethiopia in Ethiopia. Him can't go to Egypt every time if they might deal with certain things pertaining to the church. But the Coptic church is still a Christian church, you know. But it have it organization from Egypt.
I recite the 19 code at Sunday daytime, or Saturday daytime, wherever they worship. So me I say, that's the confusion now, because in my reading now, I know say Menelik wasn't neither Muslim nor Christian.
Where was?
Must say a traditionalist.
Okay.
So that means.
All right. So me ask you now, why name Menelik the second? That him name.
Yeah.
So why him name Menelik?
Because it show say he was neither Muslim nor Christian.
No, but
you have to affirm that, because I could be wrong.
No, when me I say, why them have a legacy of the lineage of David, as Solomon and Sheba in Ethiopia, in the Kebranegas, them have a lineage that govern Ethiopia from the Solomonic dynasty. No, we don't no business if them didn't know. I tell you what them are say. Me no business with about if them did have him or not. I tell you about what them say. Kebranegas, what the Kebranegas say. It's a whole heap of things them are saying, you know. You know, I have to believe what them are saying, you know. But I tell you how them work out for them.
I don't believe. I just base off a fact.
What? Say what them say? Say David, say Solomon and Sheba.
And even David.
They know them say Solomon and Sheba.
Oh.
And them say Solomon and Sheba and David and all them someday, you know. To validate the lineage of Menelik supposed to be. Menelik the second. The reason why I'm named Menelik the second, you know, because them did have a man according to them named Menelik, who is from the lineage of David, Solomon, and Queen of Sheba. You know about that, right?
Yeah, that's the first Menelik.
Yeah, then that's why I'm named Menelik the second, because them claim say him come from Menelik the first, from Solomon and Sheba. We're supposed to be
I think him really did that if him never well.
I don't.
With reason again,
that now connect. Look here, whether him come from whether Menelik, when Menelik come from Solomon or Islas come from Solomon, it don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You understand? Anyway, we have to move here.
Yes, sir.
Should I call earlier?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Oh, you mean try? You couldn't get through. Well, somebody cut you off. Are you? Why the man thinks that we cut him off? You know? After we have to wrap up.
Him done, man.
Him done, yes. Him done, man. I can't the madness. Him done, of course. Okay. All right. So, you know, give thanks as usual to Shane the operator outside. I don't know what she name. But so much new people there at IRFM, I know. The other day, I don't Peter Tass place there. I mean, you say, a different change up again. I tell you, change for vibe for wait name there, you know, Ratsa. For vibe for general manager, you know. You need to send up your resume for be this general manager, Irie. And then we'll change up certain things on there.
And now the details. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says Jamaica supports constructive dialogue between the United States and Cuba aimed at de-escalation, reform and stability. Dr. Holness, who is also outgoing chairman of the Caribbean Community CARICOM, made the declaration today. He was speaking at the 50th regular meeting of Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM in St. Kitts and Nevis. His statement comes amidst tensions between Cuba and the U.S. The U.S. has reportedly implemented measures to cut off Cuba's oil supply, affecting other key sectors such as healthcare in the Caribbean nation. Addressing the CARICOM meeting, Dr. Holness said the situation in Cuba must be addressed.
Friends, we must address the situation in Cuba with clarity and courage. Cuba is our Caribbean neighbor. Its doctors and teachers have served across our region. Its people are part of our shared history. But today, the Cuban people face severe economic hardship, energy shortages, and growing humanitarian strain. Jamaica is sensitive to the struggles of the Cuban people. Humanitarian suffering serves no one. Apart from our fraternal care and solidarity with the Cuban people, it must be clear that a prolonged crisis in Cuba will not remain confined to Cuba. It will affect migration, security, and economic stability across the Caribbean basin. It is therefore important that we carefully consider this matter and take collective action.
He said there should be no doubt that Jamaica stands firmly for democracy, human rights, political accountability, and open market-based economies.
We do not believe that long-term stability can exist where economic freedom is constrained and political participation is limited. Sustainable prosperity requires openness to ideas, to enterprise, to investment, and to the will of the people. This moment, therefore, calls not for rhetoric, but for responsible statecraft, even as we encourage support for humanitarian relief. Jamaica supports constructive dialogue between Cuba and the United States aimed at de-escalation, reform, and stability. We believe there is space, perhaps more space now than in years past, for pragmatic engagement that protects the Cuban people from any further deterioration in their circumstances and instead promotes national and regional prosperity.
Outgoing chairman of CARICOM and Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Holness, and United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio is expected to participate in the CARICOM meeting tomorrow. He is expected to reaffirm United States' commitment to working with CARICOM member states to enhance stability and prosperity in the hemisphere. Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett, says the regional body stands with Jamaica as it continues to recover from Hurricane Melissa. The Category 5 system devastated parts of the island during its passage in October last year. Several Caribbean countries have been assisting Jamaica with relief and restoration. Speaking at the 50th regular meeting of Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM in St. Kitts and Nevis today, Dr. Barnett pledged CARICOM's further assistance. She also thanked Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who is the outgoing chair of CARICOM, for his leadership, even though Jamaica experienced a natural disaster.
Despite the challenges of response and recovery in the aftermath of the hurricane, we were privileged to have the determination and decisive leadership of Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, during his tenure as CARICOM chair up to the end of December 2025. Prime Minister Holness, we thank you for your commitment to CARICOM matters during that difficult time. Your government and people have CARICOM's continued support as restoration efforts continue.
CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett. The central bank is projecting that Jamaica's economy will recover fully from Hurricane Melissa in 2 to 3 years. The hurricane passed over the island on October 28, 2025 at Category 5 strength, causing major destruction. Western parts of the country are still reeling from its impact. Speaking at the quarterly monetary policy press briefing this morning, the bank's governor, Richard Biles, explained that the current projected recovery rate is faster than initial forecasts. Previous data showed that full economic activity was estimated to occur in 3 to 4 years.
As the economy recovers, real GDP growth for financial year 26-27 is projected in a range of 1 to 3%. The bank now anticipates a full recovery in economic activity post-Hurricane Melissa in 2 to 3 years, faster than the previous estimate of 3 to 4 years. This improved recovery outlook anticipates a faster rebound in agricultural activity and factors in a faster than initially anticipated recovery in electricity and telecommunication services.
Governor Biles said the bank anticipates that the current account balance will fall within a range of a deficit of 0.5% of gross domestic product GDP to a surplus of 0.5% for the 2025-2026 fiscal year. This is compared with a surplus of 3% of GDP in the 2024-2025 fiscal year.
Turning to the balance of payments, the current account balance is expected to deteriorate over the midterm. This is largely underpinned by the negative impact of the hurricane on the tourism industry, as well as the increased level of importation needed for infrastructure rebuild and relief supplies. The deterioration in the current account, however, will be slowed by increased remittance inflows and insurance receipts.
Despite this worsened external position, Governor Biles said Jamaica's international reserves remain robust.
Notwithstanding the worsened balance of payments current account, Jamaica's international reserves stand at a historical high level of US $6.8 billion at February 19, 2026, representing about 155.8% of the measure considered adequate.
BOJ Governor Richard Biles. The Ministry of Social Security says it will continue disbursing payments to approved beneficiaries under the Restoration of Owner-Occupant Family Shelters ROOFs program this week. It said handover ceremonies are scheduled for Hanover, St. James and St. Anne between tomorrow and Friday. Clement Reed reports.
In a press release today, the ministry said the payments form part of the government's ongoing recovery response to households affected by Hurricane Melissa. Roofs provides cash grants to assist with the restoration of owner-occupied family dwellings based on verified damage assessments. The ministry said successful applicants with dwellings with severe or total loss will receive $500,000. Those with major damage or significant structural damage will receive $200,000, and those with minor house damage will receive $75,000. Disbursements began on January 30 this year. The ministry said as at yesterday, February 23, 7,861 beneficiaries have received approximately $2.1 billion in assistance. The government has allocated an initial 10 billion Jamaican dollars to support the program's implementation and ensure timely assistance to affected households. Reporting for RFM News, I'm Clement Reed.
Even with a 50% success rate for referrals to the child diversion program, the Justice Ministry has indicated that it needs to increase awareness and use of the initiative. The matter was highlighted during today's meeting of the Parliamentary Joint Select Committee reviewing the Child Diversion Act. Director of Public Law, Restorative and Preventative Justice Julia Moncrief-Wigan noted that up to last month, over 2,000 matters were referred for diversion. The referrals were made by the police and court. She said over 1,000 children completed the program.
From March 2020 to January 2026, approximately 2,810 cases were referred for diversion. Of that number, 1,143 children successfully completed the child diversion program. So what you're seeing, just by a rough estimation, is of less than 50%, under 50% success rate, but it is an excellent reflection of the program. It is a program that requires a deeper engagement and awareness, and we'll be speaking also to the expansion of the referral process. Right now, this figure only shows you referral from the police and the courts as mandated in the law.
Ms. Wiggins cited data which showed that St. Catherine had the highest number of referrals with 271, while St. Anne had the least with 34.
St. Anne, we have, that is the lowest, I believe, in the statistics. For St. Anne, we have 6 from the police referral, and 28 from the courts, a total of 34 cases coming out of St. Anne. Does that mean that we don't have more children that needs to be supported on the child diversion program? No, but we need to promote and engage with the stakeholders and the relevant direct stakeholders like the police and the courts so that they are aware of the usefulness and benefit of utilizing the child diversion program. So that number is low. And last but not least, St. Catherine, 88 police referrals and a total of 183 referrals from the courts, taking it to 271. And that is a quick picture of what the referral in the parishes look like. Does that say that we need to ramp up the awareness and have more referrals or children being referred to the program? Yes.
Director of Public Law, Restorative and Preventative Justice, Julia Moncrief Wigan. The child diversion program diverts young offenders from the formal criminal justice system and possible incarceration, providing alternative interventions. It helps with rehabilitation for children with behavioral challenges and those who have come in conflict with the law. Many participants have been guided back into education, skills training, and constructive community involvement, significantly reducing the likelihood of reoffending and empowering them with a second chance at a productive and law-abiding life. Another person of interest in relation to the murder of 3-year-old Jace Pinnock and his 31-year-old father, Carrier Pinnock, in Denhamtown, Kingston, has surrendered to the police. He is 33-year-old Dwayne Bowen, otherwise called Blacks, Sassafras, or Juby, a higgler of Guys Hill District, St. Catherine. Bowen surrendered to the Huntsby Police this afternoon. Bowen and 33-year-old Dakar Mahoney, otherwise called Rumi, a chef of Kingston, were named as persons of interest by the police following the home invasion on Saturday, during which Jace's 8-year-old brother was also wounded. Mahoney surrendered yesterday. Both Bowen and Mahoney are to be questioned by lawmen. Police have charged a Westmoreland pump attendant following an incident in Whithorn on Thursday, February 19, during which a woman was doused with gasoline and set on fire. Charged is 30-year-old Colette Swaby of Whithorn. Swaby is charged with assault, occasioning bodily harm, aggravated assault yesterday. Reports indicate that at about midday, a woman went to the service station where Swaby is employed and a confrontation ensued. The dispute escalated and Swaby allegedly doused the woman with a flammable substance and set her ablaze. The woman, Dacia Forrester, was assisted by bystanders who extinguished the flames and transported her to hospital where she is undergoing treatment. Meantime, efforts by Crisis Support Charity and Burn Foundation Jamaica are on the way to airlift Forrester to the United States for specialized treatment. Founders Stephen and Luke Joseph confirmed that an air ambulance and medical facility in Atlanta, Georgia are on standby. The cost of the transfer is estimated at $55,000. The charity is appealing to citizens to assist where possible. Minister of Culture Olivia Grange has described national hero Sir Alexander Bustamante as a champion for the working class. She was speaking earlier today at the floral tribute for Bustamante at the National Heroes Park in Kingston. The event marked the commemoration of Bustamante's 142nd anniversary of his birth. Ms. Grange described the ceremony as a reaffirmation of the high esteem in which the former Prime Minister is held. The Culture Minister further underscored that Bustamante became the change he wanted to see.
As Jamaica's first Prime Minister, Bustamante helped to guide this young nation through the early years of post-colonial rule independence. His tenure was marked by determination, resilience, and an unwavering belief in Jamaica's potential. But beyond the offices he held and the titles he earned, Bustamante's true legacy lies in the empowerment of the Jamaican worker and the strengthening of democratic governance in our country. Today, as we honor him, we must ask ourselves an important question. What does it truly mean to celebrate a national hero? It means more than remembering his name. It means more than reciting his achievements. It means embracing the values he lived by. Bustamante did not wait for change. He became the change. He did not complain about injustice. He confronted it. He did not doubt Jamaica's potential. He declared it.
Culture Minister Olivia Grange. And with that story,